Hello, fans. After some time away from the screen, actress Haley Pullos is finally about to return. And this is creating a few new concerns for actress Kristen Vaganos, who is currently playing Molly on General Hospital. Okay, I need to breathe for a second because this whole situation has my soap opera brain doing cartwheels. Like, are we really here again? Are we really about to open the Molly Lansing Davis recast wound one more time? Because I don't know about you, but I have been through enough emotional damage with this character already. I have watched Molly grow, change, disappear, return with different faces, and somehow still remain one of those characters that the audience feels weirdly protective over. And now, with Haley Pullo stepping back into the acting world, even if it is not on General Hospital, I can already feel the fandom getting loud. The whispers, the theories, the what if Haley comes back conversations. And I'm sitting here like, please, can my nervous system get one peaceful week? Let me say this very clearly. Kristen Vaganos has been doing a good job as Molly. No, actually, let me say it louder for the people in the back. Kristen has been doing a good job as Molly. And I know some fans still have Haley's version of Molly locked in their hearts. I understand that. I really do. Haley played Molly for such a long time that for many viewers, she became the face of the character. That kind of connection does not disappear overnight. It doesn't just vanish because the show says, here is the new Molly. Soap fans are loyal, sometimes too loyal, sometimes terrifyingly loyal. We remember everything. We remember a look from 2012. We remember one emotional scene from 10 years ago. We remember a character's childhood trauma better than our own appointments. But here's where I am personally stuck. At first, I struggled with Haley no longer being Molly. I'm not going to pretend I was immediately calm and graceful about it. I was not. I was side-eyeing the screen. I was comparing every little detail. I was thinking, this doesn't feel like the Molly I know. And honestly, that reaction was natural. When an actress has been tied to a role for years, especially in daytime television, the audience builds a relationship with that face, that voice, that energy. So yes, in the beginning, it was hard, but time does something sneaky. Time makes you adjust. Time softens the shock. Time gives a new performer room to breathe. And now, after more than 2 years of Kristen Vaganos carrying this role, I have to admit something. She has made Molly feel like her Molly, not Haley's Molly, not a temporary replacement, not a placeholder, her version. And I actually like that. I really, really do. Kristen's Molly has this tense, controlled, slightly overwhelmed energy that makes sense for where Molly is in her life now. She is not the same young girl we watched years ago. She is older. She is more complicated. She is more guarded. She has been through emotional chaos, family drama, relationship strain, and the kind of inner pressure that would make any normal person scream into a couch pillow. And Kristen plays that. She plays Molly like someone trying so hard to stay composed while everything inside her is one bad conversation away from exploding. And honestly, that feels very Molly to me. So now Haley Pullos returns to the acting scene. And suddenly I'm conflicted. Because on one side, I genuinely hope Haley can rebuild her career. I really do. I'm not here to drag her forever. I'm not here to act like people can never move forward. Life is messy. People make mistakes. People face consequences. People try to come back. And if Haley is stepping into a new project and trying to regain her footing, then yes, I hope she does well. I hope she finds stability. I hope she proves herself again. But, and this is a big but, her return should not automatically put Kristen Vaganos under pressure. That is the part that makes me nervous. Because soap fans can be intense. The second Haley's name appears anywhere near acting again, some people immediately jump to bring her back as Molly. And I'm like, hold on. Slow down. Kristen is still there. Kristen is doing the work. Kristen has spent all this time helping the audience adjust after a very chaotic period for this character. Are we really going to act like that means nothing? I don't want Kristen to be replaced. I said what I said. I do not want another Molly recast. I don't want another announcement. I don't want another the role of Molly will now be played by moment. No. I have had enough. The character has had enough. The fans have had enough. My patience has packed a suitcase and left Port Charles entirely. And let's be honest, Kristen had a difficult job. She did not step into an easy situation. She stepped into a role with history, expectations, emotional baggage, and a fandom already divided. That is not simple. That is not just show up, say the lines, and go home. No. She had to convince people. She had to survive comparisons. She had to take a character who had been associated with someone else for years and somehow make viewers believe in her. And she did. Maybe not for everyone, because no recast wins every fan. But for me, yes. She won me over. Now, do I think Kristen might feel worried because Haley is acting again? I don't know. I can only guess. I am not inside her head. But if I were in her position, oh, I would be nervous. I would be checking every fan comment like it was a weather report before a hurricane. I would be thinking, are people going to start demanding Haley back? Is my job secure? Is the show watching the reaction? That kind of pressure must be exhausting. And I really hope Kristen does not react in any dramatic way to the noise, because honestly, the best thing she can do is keep doing the work. Stay steady. Stay professional. Keep making Molly believable. Because if Kristen were to overreact publicly, and I hope she doesn't, that could create unnecessary drama. And we do not need more drama behind the scenes when there is already enough drama on screen. General Hospital has mob wars, hospital secrets, family betrayals, emotional breakdowns, and people coming back from the dead like it's a casual hobby. We do not need the Molly role turning into another off-screen storm. At the same time, I don't want people spreading baseless rumors that Kristen is being fired. That bothers me. It really does. Because rumors can become ugly so fast. One fan speculates, another fan repeats it, then suddenly everybody acts like it is confirmed. And I'm sitting here yelling, where did this come from? Who said this? Why are we panicking? Unless there is an official announcement, we need to stop acting like Kristen is already out the door. That is unfair to her, unfair to Haley, and honestly unfair to the fans who are just trying to enjoy the story without needing a detective board and red string. My personal feeling is this. Haley can return to acting and Kristen can remain Molly. Both things can be true. Why does everything have to become a battle? Why do we always have to choose a side like this is a daytime soap civil war? I can respect Haley's history with the character and still believe Kristen deserves to continue. I can feel nostalgic for the old Molly and still appreciate the current Molly. I can be happy Haley is getting another opportunity and still say, please do not touch Kristen's job. See? Nuance. Difficult for the internet, apparently, but possible. And I think the writers should be careful too. Molly needs consistency right now. The Davis family has already been through enough emotional chaos. Molly's relationships, her identity, her pain, her anger, all of that needs room to develop. Constantly changing the face of the character makes it harder for viewers to stay emotionally connected. We need to believe in Molly again. We need to feel like she is not temporary. And Kristen has helped create that stability. So yes, Haley's return to the screen is a big deal. It is interesting. It is emotional. It is definitely going to make fans talk. But does it mean Haley is coming back to General Hospital? Not necessarily. Does it mean Kristen should be scared? I hope not. Does it mean the fandom is about to behave calmly and rationally? Absolutely not. And we all know it. Soap fans hear one little update and suddenly we are building theories like FBI agents after 3 coffees. But here's my final take, and I'm saying it with my whole chest. I want Kristen Viganos to stay as Molly. I want Haley Pullos to succeed in her new chapter. I do not want this to become a messy competition. And I definitely do not want another recast unless there is an unavoidable reason. Because honestly, after everything, Kristen has earned the chance to keep building this role. So, General Hospital, please listen to me. Do not play with my emotions again. Let Molly breathe. Let Kristen continue. Let Haley rebuild somewhere else for now. And let us, the exhausted fans, have one moment of peace before the next Port Charles disaster crashes through the door. But knowing this show, peace lasts about 12 seconds. And yes, I'll be watching. Of course I'll be watching. I'm stressed, I'm dramatic, I'm emotionally invested, and I have absolutely no intention of pretending otherwise.
Goodbye. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the GH Spoilers Daily channel.